And welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman, with Shero Parento on Football Manager 2020 with me, Funky Plays. Today is the start of our first full season in charge of Shero Parento. We're taking on Nacional Paraguay, and then we're going to take on Deportivo Capiata, both in the league. We've already looked at the transfers that we've done and all that good stuff. I have the same as I did in the not the Director of Football. This is the Director of Football series. In the Hertha Heroes series, I've added faces to some of the players. So you might see faces appear on players that didn't have faces before. But for now, that's not important. I also, before anyone says anything about the players, I did not select the faces for them. So I'm just putting my hands up. I'm not going to change them. I did for the Hertha Hero one. But for this, because we mightn't be at this club for very long, I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about what the players look like and stuff, because I don't really pay attention to it. But it's all fine. Right, so we're going into this first game with Kekarish in goal, Bulo and Guzman as our wingbacks, Walter and Florentin as our centre-backs, Candia and Gomez in central midfield, Casillas and Yegros as our wide men, Franco Perez and Machado up front. Let's get into the game. There's no point in hanging around. One player needs a squad number. You get number 43. Lucky dip. So, it'd be interesting to see how we start, because we've a couple of players new to the team. Should be a couple of players making their debut. I think, is there anyone making their debut today? Yeah, the left back is making his debut today. As you can see, everyone in the first team has a face, because I gave everyone faces. Some players, some new gens don't have new faces. I don't know why. Not 100% sure what's going on with that, but it's all good. So we're going into this as favourites. I'd say we should be winning fairly comfortably. Players still aren't overly enamoured with me. I've not been at the club all that long, so I don't expect to walk into the team and be like, hey, do the things I want you to do, and for them to be like, of course, boss. What I'm expecting to happen is they'll be like, maybe, probably not, because we don't know you that well yet. You may have won the Champions League not too long ago, but you've bounced around South America trying to find a club, because it's been a tough time. We started with Deportivo Cali, Colombia, didn't work out. Oh, Santiago Casillas just chicken dances away after he continues his scoring after the end of last season when we brought him in and he started scoring goals. So we went from Deportivo Cali to Colo? Or was it Deportivo Cali to Colo, then to Cerro Parento? Or did we have somewhere in between we went as well? Because I know Colo to Cerro Parento is a straight jump, like we went from one to the other. Did we go anywhere after? No, I don't think we did. Walter gets his first goal of the season, came back after a loan last season, and he is on the score sheet. Get in. Some of the faces up there, you can see them. Quite nice. It makes it so that it's a little bit harder, to get rid of them. You kind of go like, oh, I kind of like this guy because he has a face, whereas a faceless new gen is just a faceless new gen. So we are going to. I certainly said I'm not happy because I don't want them to rest on their laurels. It's just makes sense. I don't want the players to go, this is fine. We don't need to worry about playing football anymore. We're already winning, and we've got a penalty in the 48th minute. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a rout today. Machado steps up to take it. Bottom corner, slots it in. Get in. Rodrigo Machado. We are 3 up within the first 49 minutes. Just putting it out there right now. We're going to win the league. To be fair, they do expect us to finish quite high, so winning the league wouldn't be out of the question. We do need to make sure that we don't have a poor run though, because having even with the way Libertad play, and if Olympia play well again this season, or play to their strength this season, we could be in for a tough season because Libertad dominated last year. Niegros almost gets himself a goal. And the Nacional Paraguay keeper sends it very long. And now suddenly we're on the defensive and we've just blocked it. And they've had a player sent off. Oh, did not expect that to happen. That is fantastic for us. We're going to make a substitution. Franco Perez, not having a great game. We're going to bring on Shaliano. Candia is complacent, so we're going to bring on Caballero. And we leave it at that for now. 2 substitutions. Don't need to overdo it. Bula with the throw. Florentin heads it just okay. I thought I said the keeper's actually making it safe. Just put it over. Final substitution. We're going to take off Patricio Guzman on his debut. Bring on Perez. Gilberto Perez. I'm pretty sure you're the left back. Pretty sure you play left back, don't you? You do. You play left back. That is fine. Still trying to get used to some of these players because there are so many people who have the same name. It's insane. And they're very unlucky not to have scored there. And then their second shot was offside. It's pretty much just a foregone conclusion now. We're 3 up. There's 10 seconds left. So unless we score another goal, nothing's going to happen in this game. Bula gets it out to Yegros, into Caballero, Yegros, Gomez gets it forward, Perez, Machado doesn't control the ball well, and full-time whistle? Maybe? And wrong key highlights. Casillas. And that's the end of the game. They had an injury in the 28th minute and a sending off in the 65th. We are top of the league. Libertad did win their game, but not by as much as we did. Fantastic. Good job, buddies. You did well. So we have a decent start to the season. We still have some players away on international duty with the under 20s. So some of those, I think those 2 players are going to be relatively important this season. Not necessarily so important that we're missing first team players, I guess. So what I'll do is, this is going to take a while because we still have about 400,000 players loaded. We will be back in just a second with the... That's here now. Okay. Yeah, we'll be back in just a second with the second game of the episode against Deportivo Capiara. Right, friends. Back now for the second game against Deportivo Capiara. No changes. No. Centurions come in for Bula. And other than that, we have just same as we were. We have, however, lost Jimenez. If it'll ever load. Yeah, lost Jimenez to PSG for 2.5 million, now valued at 1.4. So didn't really increase his value all that much going to PSG, but he's still only 18. And Joel has gone away on loan as well. So he's gone to Fulgencio Yegros. So team is more or less the exact same as it was, bar that one change. There was no need for us to change the team, really, to be fair. We won our first game convincingly. We'll probably do it again, hopefully. We are favourites for this one again, I would assume. I got to play your own game. I think... Oh. Their left side of their defence is a little tired. Are we playing wider? We are. Okay, so we're focusing to play down the wings as it is. So in theory, our right winger is going to have a bit of fun. Franco Perez hits the woodwork. Well, did he hit the woodwork or did the keeper push it onto the woodwork? Either way, we won a corner from it. Now we've got a throw. But no highlight comes from the throw. So obviously it wasn't worth looking at. 15 minutes in. Game has been one-sided to say the least. And Yegros offside. I'm going to say he was probably, he was not convincingly offside, but he was definitely offside. So, fair enough. A lot of the times I do say, oh, referee made a hames of that, but to be fair, he didn't. Okay, I was going to say, are they going to make a break? But they haven't. We've picked up the ball. Casillas tries to get a crossover, but doesn't. Walter picks it up, gets it forward to Casillas. Centurion. Big ball across to Yegros. First time, Yegros back of the net. Delighted with himself. Goes away. Giving it all this. Oh, I'm the best left winger in the world. I'm trying to remember. It's like, what side does Yegros play on again? He's the left winger. This team is going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to. Generally, with the director of football saves, because there's quite often a lot of changes. It's hard to keep up to date with changes being made in our team. And as you may have seen, we've just conceded quite a interesting goal. I don't know what our goalkeeper was trying to do there, but it did not work. It definitely did not work. I was just about to say we're going in at halftime, but we aren't. Machado, the keeper saved that. So far, we've had 14 shots, 7 on target. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target, and it's 1-1. I am not happy. I hate that they've had 1 shot. It was a fluky. What was our keeper doing? And like, he's not even playing as a sweeper keeper either. That's the thing. He's just a bog standard, stay on your lane goalkeeper. And he's like, no, I'm going to run out, grab this ball. And he gets caught in no man. And Walter gets his second of the season. How tall is Walter? He's only 6'1". He's not that tall. Maybe he's just, I suppose he's found himself in acres of space again. So it's definitely helped that he's just kind of left to wander the box by himself without having anybody challenging him. We're going to ask for just a smidge of creativity. Centurion, keeper sort of got a hold of it and then dropped it, but Machado was offside. Can you be offside if the keeper makes a hames of the ball? I suppose you can, because we just got called offside for it. Unless one of our players got a touch at it. Thankfully, Centurion, I think, made the mistake there. Luckily, we get away with without conceding from his mistake. And how is Florentin offside? It's not Florentin, is it? It's Machado. Machado is the one offside. I would assume, yeah. Alright, time for a change because Machado is driving me insane. We're going to bring on Chan. Candia's having a poor game. We're going to bring on... Caballero. Yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. Coming up on the 75th minute. Still only 2-1 up. Would very much enjoy a third goal. They're down to 10 men, so it should be a little bit easier now that they've had one of their players sent off. Wonder what they're going to do tactically. We've got the ball across, but Yegros picks it up. Guzman, Gomez, Caballero, Casillas back to Caballero, back to Centurion, Casillas, Caballero, Gomez gets it out to Centurion. Can he get the crossover? Doesn't have to. Casillas, Chan, Yegros, Chan. How? Oh, Jesus. How do you not score that? And in the corners, it's terrible. Yeah, Casillas, you're dying. So we're going to bring him off for... We're going to move Perez to the right wing. Just leave him as a normal winger. Bring on Giuliano. I was going to bring on Alfonso, but I think he's like 16 and I haven't seen him actually kick football. Normally, I'd bring a player on regardless, but not this time. And we're offside somehow. Their defensive line seems to be like they know exactly where everyone is standing at all times. It is a very hot day as well, 35 degrees Celsius. I must be sweltering in my suit. I'm just a wee Irish lad. I'm not used to this heat at all. Alright, so we've won both our games. I was going to say well done, lads. Centurion, man of the match. Congratulated him and he switched off. Just what you want. Just what you want. Centurion shines. Defense work was top notch. And the Chili boss was there to watch my left back. Fantastic for him. So in the next episode, we are going to come back for probably the 2 Copa Libertadores games. Because we're still early in the season. We're not going to be worrying too much about the league just yet. But Liga de Quito and Flamengo. Or do we do... No, we'll actually come back for Olimpia Flamengo. I want to play these two. Because that will be interesting games. Because Olimpia, a team that we should be duking it out with at the top of the table. Yeah, they're expecting us to finish third, Olimpia in second. So we'll come back for our duking it out for top 3 rivals in the league. And we'll see where we go from there. So, if you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!